This is my audience. In the case of Cherish or Chance, a 12-year-old transgender student from Bismarck that committed suicide due to overwhelming stress and pressure of succeeding in school, she was approached with the original idea that if a therapy dog was here to help you, even if that meant just sitting here with you, do you think that it would help you de-stress and make a difference in your overall depressed state? She immediately lit up and responded that yes, she did think so. We will never know for sure if this would have been effective, but it is something that could have kept this young person alive and could have helped her enough to the point where she would still be around today. Within the last few years, there has been an increase in schools adding therapy dog programs as an added aid source for students struggling with a multitude of problems. Therapy dogs being brought into schools would bring immense amount of positivity back into our school systems. They can help in so many ways, like the benefits it would bring to students struggling to overcome some sort of traumatic incident and allowing them to feel comfortable to open up to hopefully recover. They can also aid in the thousands of students dealing with anxiety, as well as give a boost of the morale in our school environments. Now that you have an idea of what my speech is going to be about, let's take a look at the benefits for students with some sort of traumatic and being able to help them trust and be open and susceptible to receiving help. According to theconversions.com, the human-animal bond can impact people and animals in positive ways. Research shows that therapy dogs can reduce stress physiologically and increase attachment responses that trigger oxytocin, which is a hormone naturally produced by our bodies that increases trust in humans. This can be especially beneficial when speaking to academic success situations with students who have deep-rooted problems because of a horrific issue. According to the Hometown Life, looking more into trauma-informed schools, they have found that yoga, chill rooms, and therapy dog programs were resources that could be used for students while they have high anxiety, PTSD, or living with trauma every day. It is hard for students to concentrate on academics when they face these issues daily. The goal is not only to provide tools to cope with extreme situations, but to create an underlying culture of respect and support. Now that I have talked about the benefits for students overcoming traumatic issues, we will look at the ways that therapy dogs can help with lowering anxiety. There is a rise in this issue being seen across the country. According to Education Dive, about 1/3 of teenagers have an anxiety disorder and 8% are seriously impaired. Studies say, but anxiety in younger children is also increasing in response to academic pressures, social issues, and increased social media use. There are an increase in college students that have requested colleges begin programs bringing puppies and therapy dogs for students during finals week. The research for this shows that the association of dogs during high anxiety situations help the overall anxiety levels decrease. According to the research found by theconversation.com, university studies have reported significantly less stress and anxiety and increased happiness, energy, immediately following the time in a drop-in session with the dog present, when compared to a controlled group of students who did not spend any time with a therapy dog. Students who are filled with anxiety are proven to not perform as well academically with a decrease in learning anxiety. Behaviors result in improved learning outcomes, such as increases in reading and writing levels, as stated by theconversation.com. After talking more about therapy dogs lowering anxiety in students, I will be discussing how these programs can bring a drastic boost in morale. I believe it is common knowledge that bringing a dog around in any situation makes it overall the experience more enjoyable. There are programs all over the country noticing the huge environmental boost. According to the ASDC, New York City's programs have been so popular that the Department of Education expanded it from 7 to nearly 40 elementary, middle, and high schools this year. The comfort dogs have been a boom for the staff too. Principals are saying that they are helping with teacher morale. When students are having bad days, they feel like they can go to the dogs, or when principals are stressed out, they feel like they can go to the dogs as well. These programs are not just about helping students feel happier and healthier mentally, it is about the staff dealing and coping with any sort of hardships as well. When coming to school becomes less stressful, the higher attendance rates are. When students feel comfortable and relaxed, The fighting of not wanting to partake in school or even showing up is decreased. There are many positive benefits to bringing therapy programs to school systems. It allows for emotionally safe environment for students dealing with any type of traumatic situation to cope and open up. They decrease the insanely high amount of anxiety students these days have, and the dog therapy programs make for happier school environments. The possibilities are inspiring. Bringing these programs into schools makes dealing with the evolution of our extremely tense school system bearable.